Ice Punch. No, just Poltergeist. That's fine. Does it kill even? It does kill. Alright, but we should kill with Clinging Scales. And even if we don't, we protect next turn and then get another attack off. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's all coming together, man. It's all coming together. We are climbing though. That's 8 in a row, man. What's going on, YouTube? We're back with another Pokemon Champions VGC team showcase. This time around, I wanted to showcase another anti-meta team consisting of underrated threats. When I scouted the current VGC metagame, I noticed that even though two of the highest usage Pokemon right now are Dark types in Incineroar and Kingambit, there's still an enormous lack of fighting types carving out any role in the meta that aren't named Sneasler. This is surprising considering even Tyranitar and Archaludon are pretty high in usage and they are both weak to fighting as well. Unfortunately, it becomes less surprising when you consider all the things like typing, speed, unburden, and fake out that allow Sneasler to completely separate itself from the other fighting types available. However, I noticed one fighting type in particular that should be able to hold its own in the meta with the right support around it. That fighting type is going to be the forgotten pseudo-legendary dragon. It's KOMMO-O. Let's break down our anti-meta KOMMO-O team. KOMMO-O, like Sneasler, has some unique qualities that separate it from the other fighting type Pokemon available in Pokemon Champions. First off, KOMMO's typing of Dragon fighting provides it some vital resistances for its survivability, as Dragon is an amazing defensive typing while fighting is great offensively. However, the most important characteristic of KOMMO-O is that it is basically the only fighting type that can thrive as a special attacker. When you consider the prevalence of Intimidate, how physically bulky a lot of Pokemon are like Archaludon, and all the ways you can get burned, being able to attack for fighting damage on the special side is wonderful. Furthermore, KOMMO possesses a fantastic ability in Soundproof. Soundproof prevents all sound-based moves from affecting KOMMO-O, so it's immune to Gardevoir and Sylveon's Hyper Voice, Gengar's Perish Song, Incineroar Snarl, and even Clinging Scales from other KOMMO-Os. Moving on to its moves, we have Clinging Scales, Aura Sphere, Clangorous Soul, and Protect. We are running 9 EVs in speed on KOMMO-O to outspeed an OHKO max speed Garchomp after 1 Clangorous Soul. 11 EVs are invested in special defense to allow us to live Mega Froslass's Blizzard and max special attack for Farig's Psychic. Since Clangorous Soul takes 1/3 of our health, the rest of the EVs are dumped into HP. When looking at how I could properly support KOMMO-O, the most obvious weakness it has is being ×4 weak to Fairy, so I wanted an extremely formidable Fairy killer as the next partner. That's where Mega Glimmora enters the team. Mega Glimmora is going to have a moveset of Power Gem, Sludge Bomb, Earth Power, and Protect. With a whopping 150 special attack stat, Mega Glimmora's Sludge Bomb hits like a truck. Then Power Gem supports KOMMO-O as well by OHKOing most flying types. Steel types are an obvious switch in on Glimmora's stab attack, so Earth Power is a nice coverage option for Steel types and Sneasler. We are running 10 EVs in speed to outspeed an OHKO, max speed, max special attack Archaludon, and full special attack investment to hit everything super hard even when we hit for neutral damage. The rest of the EVs are just dumped into HP. After having 2 Pokemon with ×4 weaknesses as our main 2 damage dealers on this team, I knew we needed one thing: Wide Guard. With KOMMO-O being so weak to Dazzling Gleam and Mega Glimmora being so weak to Earthquake, Wide Guard sounded like a must for keeping our 2 heavy hitters safe. This is where Araquanid enters the team. Araquanid has a moveset of Liquidation, Leech Life, Wide Guard, and Protect. Araquanid not only provides Wide Guard support, but is slow enough to punish opponents who think they can just set up Trick Room on us and win. With the ability Water Bubble plus a Mystic Water, Araquanid's Liquidation hits for scary amounts of damage. 4 EVs are invested into special defense to allow us to live Modest Sash Pelipper's Hurricane. Garchomp is one of the biggest threats to our team, so we invested 18 EVs in defense to only be 3 hit KO'd by Garchomp's Dragon Claw and Rock Slide. We invested fully in attack with a Brave Nature to be as slow as possible, and the rest of the EVs are dumped into HP. The last notable thing about Araquanid is just how nice its typing matches up alongside KOMMO and Glimmora, as they all resist super effective damage attacks for one another, so I really like having it on the team. After adding a very slow Pokemon like Araquanid to the team, I realized we're overall pretty slow, so I need a fast Pokemon that can set up Tailwind to speed things up for us. This is where Talonflame enters the team. Talonflame has a moveset of Acrobatics, Flare Blitz, Tailwind, and Protect. Talonflame provides us a priority boosted Tailwind thanks to the ability Gale Wings, making it a reliable Tailwind setter, which is exactly what we needed. Furthermore, with how frail Talonflame is, and with Gale Wings only working at full health, I wasn't a big fan of chunking my health with Brave Bird no matter how much damage it did, so we are running the no item Acrobatics set. Then, Flare Blitz is here for coverage as I tested Will-O-Wisp, but I hated how punishing missing Will-O-Wisp felt on a frail Pokemon like Talonflame, so we replaced it. 27 EVs are invested in speed to allow us to outspeed all the Pokemon at the 120 speed benchmark, which most notably includes Sneasler, who Talonflame OHKOs with priority acrobatics unless they're heavily invested in defense. Then we have full attack investment and the rest of the EVs are dumped into HP again. After adding Talonflame to the team, I realized we are still pretty slow, as it's our only speedy Pokemon, so I knew I wanted a Trick Room setter on the team that could also provide us some healing, since KOMMO-O and Talonflame would benefit mightily from that. This is where Sinistcha enters the team. Sinistcha has a moveset of Matcha Gotcha, Rage Powder, Trick Room, and Shadow Ball. Sinistcha completes our Fire, Water, Grass core while providing us some vital healing support with its ability Hospitality. With KOMMO-O, Mega Glimmora, and Araquanid being hard hitters and Talonflame being pretty frail, we needed a glue Pokemon that could allow them to reach their full potential, and Sinistcha provides that between its healing, bulk, and redirection with Rage Powder, and then Trick Room allows us to punish faster teams. I experimented with Life Dew over Shadow Ball, but I rarely found opportunities to utilize it properly since we don't have bulky Pokemon like Milotic, so I instead settled on Shadow Ball for coverage. However, you really can't go wrong with either. Our Sinistcha is rocking a very typically specially bulky set with a sassy nature to be as slow as possible for Trick Room. Then, our final member of the team is Kingambit. I knew the team was lacking two things: a solid priority move since Gale Wings Acrobatics is not a reliable priority move, and we needed a real answer to the enormous threat that is Basculegion. Kingambit provides us a solution to both of those issues thanks to its ridiculously hard-hitting priority sucker punches and its ability to OHKO Basculegion as long as it has black glasses. Kingambit has a moveset of Kowtow Cleave, Iron Head, Sucker Punch, and Protect. I considered running Low Kick for other Kingambits and threats like Tyranitar, but I concluded we have enough answers for those threats already, plus we benefit more from keeping Protect and then having Iron Head for more fairy coverage. I personally believe that until we start seeing less Basculegions in the meta, that Kingambit will stay very prevalent in the meta and continue to actually just increase in usage as it's the most reliable answer to it, and that Pokemon is scary. We are running a pretty standard EV spread on Kingambit with max attack and 4 EVs in special defense to take a few special attacks a tad bit easier, and no speed investment since we do not have low kick for other Kingambits, so the speed is not necessary. Overall though, that's the team. I worked on this team for a while, so I am pretty proud of the current version of it, especially since we went on an 8-game win streak with it in the Master Ball tier. However, the meta has already progressed fast since I built this team, so it probably can be optimized a little bit further, as I found teams with the trio of Garchomp, Mega Charizard Y, and Sash Aerodactyl pretty difficult to play around. Garchomp in particular is a very hard to deal with threat since it runs so many different items and sets, and then between Earthquake, Rock Slide, and Dragon Claw, it has a super effective move on all of our team aside from Sinistcha, so its presence alone can feel a little overwhelming. One way I'd consider potentially improving the team is to try fitting in Incineroar, as a team would benefit a lot from Fake Out and Intimidate support. However, it just wasn't coming together when I tried fitting it in myself. Nevertheless, let's showcase the team in some games I recorded and then some other games from our 8-game winning streak in Master Ball tier on stream. If you want to see really awesome battles like that 8-game winning streak we went on, then make sure to follow me over on Twitch. There's always a link in the description. And then right before we get into those battles, here quickly, let's give you guys that team ID for the team for those of you who want to try it out. All I ask in return is that you subscribe to the channel and let me know how the games go with the team. I appreciate y'all watching. Let's get into it. But we're starting off the climb a little bit under 1900, so let's hope that number goes up by the end of the showcase. Alright, so we see their Kingambit, so we're both Kingambited up. But I like our matchup a little better here. They may try to low kick ours. Like, I would not be surprised by a low kick, and we never lived that actually. So I think we have to switch. And I think they probably get Trick Room up, so I like switching into Araquanid. They withdraw theirs. Okay. So do they just attack then? That'll be the $1,000,000 question. Once again, we should never die to anything Gardevoir can go for. It's going to do a lot of damage though, don't get me wrong. It is still stab psychic, but we should never die. Oh, we just hit a protect there. Cool. Very cool. So he thinks we're like a faster version, even though we're a slow version of King Gambit. So that's pretty funny. Ult switched out. I'm going to take that damage that we got there on the Venusaur and try to capitalize off of it with Sludge Bomb, and hopefully that knocks it out, since that is our actual stab. And then I will Liquidation the Farigiraf. Oh, I'm forgetting this is Mega Venusaur. Alright, interesting play. Is a Protect gonna come here? I'm forgetting it's Mega Venusaur though. I do not think Sludge Bomb kills Mega Venusaur. It does, nice. Oh, crit. I wonder if that mattered. I'm gonna try to see if that mattered. Let's see what else happens here though. That's crazy damage. Is that a crit too? No, it's not. That's just crazy damage. Alright, let's go Glimmora into Venusaur. Bulky Mega Offense, Sludge Bomb. No, Sludge Bomb does around the amount it did. What if we Sludge Bomb? I don't think Primarina just takes a... I'm gonna not play around Primarina. Yeah.
I knew it! I knew it!
There we go. I was like, Primarina has to protect here. So no Trick Room gets set up, and we basically just dominate this game. I wouldn't be surprised to see a protect here. I mean a forfeit, a protect, a forfeit. That's pretty funny. But alright, that was a pretty solid showcase of the team. But anyways, our next opponent's going to have Incineroar, Aerodactyl, Mega Gardevoir, Aegislash, Rotom Heat, and Sneasler. Other than a Sneasler, this feels like an old school VGC team, so I'm rocking with that. Shouts to the opponent for the Mega Gardevoir. I love seeing Mega Gardevoir. But okay, I like King Gambit a lot here. With what I see. King Gambit sounds real nice with the things that I'm looking at. So should I kind of want to just lead it. And then in the back we can go KOMMO-O Glimmora. I kind of like that. I've been seeing a lot of Incins and Sneaslers. Yeah, those are the two highest usage Pokemon in the game in VGC doubles right now, so no surprise. They're on all teams. You gotta expect it. Let's see if they lead right into my King Gambit though. They do not. They do not fall into the King Gambit lead. Unnerve. Oh, now they got Defiant. Well, good thing we don't have any Defiant guys. Our opponent could just Rock Slide right away. Highly doubt a Psychic would go into the Talonflame slot. And I kind of want Tailwind later for our Tailwind to be good. So I'm going to do something a little ballsy, and I'm going to go Glimmora. And then I'm going to just Iron Head the Gardevoir. Let's see. I usually run Alakazam, Kang, Sableye, Altaria, Aggron, and Palafin. Who's the Mega there? Mega Aggron? Alright, so we do see the Protect from Gardevoir. We do just see a rock slide. All right, so that will get the at least poison spikes on the ground. Get those on the ground. And our Iron Head into Gardevoir is going to fail. So now the $1,000,000 question here is, does Gardevoir just stay in? Does Gardevoir just stay in? I feel like there's a chance Gardevoir just stays in. I don't want to... I don't know. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. I'm going to play this crazy. I'm going to play this crazy. I'm going to say Gardevoir doesn't just stay in. All right, there we go. But we could stay in. We could get this Iron Head off. And we could Power Gem into the Aerodactyl. Just Rock Slide again. King Gambit avoids. Hopefully we don't take too much damage. That's a lot of damage. We do get the Power Gem off, so we'll knock that to its Focus Sash. It won't be able to just keep spamming now. Iron Head. Nice. So now neither of these are too safe. So they probably... Tailwind is so obvious here. Like my Tailwind sensors are tingling. Tailwind is so obvious. I'm gonna Sucker Punch and I'm going to Power Gem. Sucker Punch should kill Sneasler if it tries to just attack instead of Fake Out. Really don't want Golurk to get too low, but we will just switch out though too. Back into Talonflame if we had to. Okay, we see that. No attack. So this is just Tailwind probably. Yeah, we do see the Tailwind. Alright, well, I'm glad I stayed in. Get this kill. No spread damage. Oh, Mega Alakazam and Mega King, depending on if I need physical or special attacker. I like that a lot, but what's the set on Mega Alakazam? Definitely let me know that. What's the set on Mega Alakazam? So this covers both of our options, so I'm not going to switch. I'm going to Sucker, and I'm going to Power Gem. If they switch, they switch. They probably should, and they probably will. But I'm not playing around that. I'm not playing around that. We do see, alright, we do see that switch out. I could have played around it. I didn't really want to. Did not want to. Sucker's going to fail. We probably see an overheat here. Oh, and it's going to miss, and I'm going to throw up for my opponent, because now we're just going to kill that. Now we're just going to kill that. Very nasty stuff. Okay, so do we have a switch in? No, not really. So I'm going to Spiky Shield, and I'm going to Sucker Punch. Because yeah, we don't have a switch in. You know what I could do? I could Spiky Shield. Or actually, aren't they still going to be faster? Yeah, no, that play's not smart. Let's do this like we were. He runs Psychic Terrain, Expanding Force, Focus Blast, Shadow Ball. Doesn't Focus Blast just miss like a crap ton though? And no Protect is crazy. Alright, let's see what happens here. We do see the Fake Out. Do we see the Psychic? Where's the Psychic? We do see the Psychic. Alright, does that kill? That's actually a really good question to have an answer to. Does Mega Glomora die to Gardevoir? Let's say bulky Trick Room, Psychic. Yeah, Psychic always kills. Even, let's say we did have the 32 in HP. That's still a guaranteed knockout. Alright. So we're gonna switch still. And then I have Bro on lockdown. So I'm just gonna keep sucker punching the Golurk. Because Bro's on lockdown. He's in timeout. Hey, what? Silverhawk, how long has it been, buddy? That kills. Let's go. What's going on, man? Yes, there's a Sneasler spotted. Sneasler's fantastic, but dang, it's been way too long. I appreciate you hanging. Thank you so much. It's so cool. Love seeing you drop through. Alright, they no longer have that boost. We get in this real nicely. It has been literally forever. Yeah, it's so good to see you. What have you been up to? How's life? I hope life's been treating you well. And yeah, just appreciate you stopping by. I'm gonna see the hyper voice. That definitely doesn't kill King Gambit, so no need to do anything too crazy. I did run Protect at one point, but swapped it out for Focus Blast. Now I want to swap it back because Focus Blast does miss a lot. I'm telling you, 90% accurate moves miss too much in this game. 80% accurate moves miss too much in this game. I had Will-O-Wisp on Talonflame before I switched it to Flare Blitz. Yikes. Yikes. The amount of Will-O-Wisp I just couldn't hit. Like, I think you get rid of Focus Blast, even though it does hit those pesky Dark types for Alakazam, I don't think it's worth it. But we're going to make it to Master Ball rank 2, so we're in the top 10,000 players right now. So shoutouts to us! Shoutouts to us! But anyways, we get another opponent. Is that one of the ugliest shinies I've ever seen? Is that what shiny Kleavor looks like? That may be one of the ugliest shinies I've ever seen. But anyways, alright, our opponent, Kleavor, Milotic, Incineroar, Sinistcha, Sneasler, and Mega Froslass. So in this one, Araquanid always happy to hang out and support. Yeah, you're the absolute best. Araquanid looks hot and spicy. They may go their Trick Room mode. I'm gonna keep Araquanid. I think I'm gonna go with this. I generally don't bring KOMMO-O to Mega Froslass games. It just don't work out, especially if I see Glamora and Talonflame. Let's go, Talonflame enjoyers. Let's go. And I don't know what it is about Glamora, but Glamora's really grown on me. Definitely one of those Pokemon I was just like, whoa, what's that? That thing's weird. And then now I'm like, oh, yo, this thing's cool. So we have super effective damage on the Kleavor. Would I go swap for swap? I think I protect, but would he then always close combat, my guy? I'm like kind of nervous about that. Let's see. This could be such a misplay. Let's see. Is it a misplay? Let's see. Fake out. Yes, let's go. Let's go. You gotta call some things. Let's go. Oh, this is beautiful. Sometimes you just gotta make that call, man. You gotta make that call, man. You gotta make that call.
Just as I predicted.
Sorry if that was loud. I apologize. I'm hyped. We're making calls. We're making plays. Oh, we see the Froslass. That can't even attack. That can't even attack. We'll sucker punch that into smithereens. That can't even attack. That can't even attack. And then we go for... Acrobatics doesn't kill. That's the only downside, unless they're running like a weird Sneasler. I think on... Or it's a damage roll, because I've killed some, so I don't know. I don't know what the... I think it's a damage roll. But Acrobatics is going to go off first for sure. Let's see it. It does kill. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. They don't want that smoke. Not that kind of smoke. Sucker Punch doesn't work. Because what do they go for? Sub? Oh, they're running Substitute. That's annoying. That's annoying. Question, do you have any recommendations for a set I should run on Sableye? I currently have... Oh, they still forfeited. Question, do you have any recommendations? Oh my god. Hold on, I gotta clip that. We destroyed that guy. Okay, they're gonna have a team of Mega Scissor, potentially Mega Tyranitar. I'm gonna say it's not though. Milotic. No, it's probably double Mega. There's a good chance. Anyways, Milotic, Incineroar, Sinisha, and Sneasler. Kind of like this lead. Yeah, that lead kind of covers all of our bases, so I like it a lot. Let's also, though, bring Glamora in the back. Is it a Araquanid in the back? Because Araquanid kind of walls Scissor. Scissor's low-key walled by Araquanid. Yeah, I think it's a Araquanid in the back. Yeah, Araquanid does big damage here. But this team's crazy weak to Milotic. Well, that's the one thing. Especially if it has Ice-type move Milotic, this team is stupid weak to that. So, is there anything I want to reconsider as far as that goes? Not really. No, we'll just make it work. We'll just make it work. We'll just make it work. Yeah. We'll just make it work. We'll just make it work. Yeah. Okay. I need water. I'm nervous. Okay, they're below us. I can't believe 2000 plus though isn't Masters anymore. You might call it. I'm protecting Talonflame. And I'm Aura's Fairy. If you make that call, you make the call. Oh, this is gonna break our Gale Wings, so I should have switched out. Potentially. This is gonna break our Gale Wings. We don't have Sinisha to heal it back up. But other than if we let Sneasler get a close combat off, nothing should be faster than Talonflame. Other than Unburden Sneasler. So yeah, right here he has to debate. Do I fake out the Talonflame? I am afraid of fake out Ice Punch. This is Mega Tyranitar, so I did call the double Mega. Fake out Ice Punch would be my worst nightmare. Let's see it. Let's see it, let's see it, let's see it, let's see it, let's see it. Fake out, he missed. He didn't get it, and we get this, and that may Oko. Does it Oko? Doesn't Oko. So it should be good damage. We dodged that. Oh, this turn went so well. Goodness, it went well. Alright, because now we're still faster than Sneasler. Now we could just Acrobatics and Clinging Scales. Especially with the chip from Sand, actually. That should Oko Sneasler. What do you see in the back? Sinisha, that's good damage on that. Oh, we'll have to see if we Oko still. We do. Let's get it. And now this single target Clinging Scales, so this is going to do more damage than it would have otherwise. We were never going to go for fighting type move again. Never. So that does great damage. So now that dies to an Acrobatics, and it's not even Citrus. So we're like crazy in the lead here. Absolutely dominant performance. Putting up little Chamberlain numbers right now. What else is back there? Is it Milotic? Oh. Clinging Scales and... It's Milotic. Alright, so we can Acrobatics Milotic. I don't think we switch anything in. Let's just Acrobatics and Clinging Scales. No reason not to. I think Clinging Scales should kill Sinisha. See Scald. It should kill us. It does kill us. Alright, not bad. Alright, are we faster? Please be faster. We are. Kill? That doesn't kill. Oh, that's terrible that that doesn't kill, though. Oh, them getting a life dew off is so awful. Oh, I hate that. Oh, the sand's coming in clutch, though. Okay. Definitely Mega Glomora. We never died to one Scald, and we might just kill with Sludge Bomb. So this should still be over. It's just annoying. It's just annoying that Sinisha lived. They could Rage Powder. I'm not playing around Rage Powder. Okay. I can't say I agree with this, but it's probably Protect in that thing. Huh. Are you have Protect on my Melodic and you went for it? I don't understand this play. I can't say I understand it. Yeah, I don't get this play. Almost kills. Scald never kills us. Yeah, doesn't even come close. Doesn't even come close. Oh, are we getting a boost from the Sandstorm too? Because that feels like less damage than I'm used to. And that doesn't kill. Oh my goodness. That does such bad damage sometimes. I know that boy is especially bulky, but goodness, bro. Alright, and this is over though. Just faster and can kill both. So probably forfeit. We'll see though. We'll see. It's in a shot. I don't have any reason to overpredict, so we're just gonna do that. And we're just gonna do that. No need to overpredict. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. And Aura. Nice. Nice. So a clean win. A clean win. Love to see it. We're making moves. We're making moves, y'all. We're doing it. It keeps happening. We keep rising. Seven-game win streak. But all right, we're gonna get another opponent. They're gonna have a team of. They're gonna have a team of Mega Golurk, Farafrig, Incineroar, Venusaur, Torkoal, and Sneasler. Okay, so this team's scary, but it's pretty hardcore Trick Room. And I feel like we have ways to combat that. Let's go. I don't like King Gambit lead, but at the same time, they may do like King Gambit Sneasler. I don't really know. I don't really know. Let's do these two. And then I'm bringing a Raquanid. And then it's probably KOMMO-O. KOMMO-O. Does Mega Golurk run coverage? Yeah. It can't be. It can't be Sinisha. I don't even need to think about it. I don't even need to think about it. We're gonna go with this lead. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. All right. There we go. Arson, he got that weird. He got that weird pose. That's that weird pose. All right, we do see. We do see. Sneasler lead. So my question. I think we do just immediately switch out there. I think I will just Earth Power. If they set up Trick Room, we benefit from that. With the Raquanid out, we also resist fighting. I'm hoping he faked out or went for close combat. The King Gambit. Oh, Helping Hand. What is this? What is this? That never kills. That's crazy. What a crazy play. What a crazy play. Okay, so we're getting... Oh, that doesn't kill either? What? I feel like he has to predict that I protect. So I'm gonna double into the Rigorap. Oh, he doesn't read the protect. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm surprised by that. To say the least, I'm surprised by that. This may be the one that we finally lose. What to see. We do see the Trick Room. Alright, so now we're in a good spot. Now we're in a great spot. Because there's no switch-ins here. Whatever comes in is taking something to the melon. You know what? What if we liquidate there and go for this here? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Definitely slower. Will definitely kill. Did it in opposite order just in case they did switch, so that hopefully their switches would be bad, but it looks like they're just banking on whatever they got in the back, winning the game. Alright, Mega Golurk, is it slower than a Raquanid? Raquanid's 42, and then let's see Golurk. 55, so we are definitely slower. I don't have switch-ins. What if we pull Oracle? I feel like there's a chance we get a protect from Golurk. Let's see.
I told you. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you? 'Cause I told you. And when did I tell you? A long time ago. And what did I say will happen when I told you? Exactly what just happened.
Yep. Called it. That should lessen the power of Eruption a good bit. We don't wide guard. It is going to still hit super hard. It does kill King Gambit. But hopefully this kills even in the sun. Hopefully with all the things, water bubble, stab, all the stuff. That does kill. Let's go. And then what does Mega Golurk run? Rain Punch, Ice Punch. Okay, I see it. So we just got a double attack and we should win. And we should be slower. So that should go off first. How many turns of Trick Room left? 2. So we're also in the clear there. But yeah, it should be good. Should be good. Yeah, we're definitely slower. Liquidation. Does great damage. Ice Punch. No, just Poltergeist. That's fine. Does it kill even? It does kill. Alright, but we should kill with Clinging Scales. And even if we don't, we protect next turn and then get another attack off. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. It's all coming together, man. It's all coming together. So beautiful. I wonder if that was Carson Kofor. That'd be crazy. We are climbing though. That's 8 in a row, man. Alright, 8 in a row is crazy, big dog. Alright, anyways, we get an opponent with Whimsicott. Excuse me, Focus Sash, Whimsicott, probably Mental Herb, Sneasler, Mega Dragonite, Diggersby, that's probably Scarf, Zoroark, and then, is that the other? That's literally the other Basculegion, which is super surprising. I want Tailwind, so I think I'm gonna focus on that. That thing's not gonna have Swift Swim, so that should make it a lot easier to deal with. Yeah, I kinda don't see great answers to Glimmora. Diggersby may lead though. I think we probably bring Sinisha in the back. But then that'd mean no KOMMO-O. Is no KOMMO-O correct? Because that is just dark type Zoroark, so that could get pretty annoying to deal with. I'm not in love with not bringing a Araquanid. Is it okay? I don't know. I think it's okay. Because Dragonite's actually going to be one of our bigger threats, and I don't like bringing another thing weak to Dragonite. Dragonite's going to be one of the harder things to get rid of. I think it's okay. Alright, we get someone with just a little bit more elo than us. Alrighty. Okay, so our leads could have been better. That has to be, like, absolutely has to be Scarf Diggersby. And what stat total does Scarf Diggersby get you? It could also go for, let's get a Scarf in here. Okay, 195. I'm just gonna Spiky Shield and see if it locks itself into Rock Slide. Spiky Shield. See if it locked itself into Rock Slide. A little Tailwind. What does it lock into? You see there Tailwind as well. It does lock into Rock Slide. Okay, that's not fine. It's still winnable. Sadly, because no, actually, it was slower. It was slower than the. It was slower than the. Does Diggersby kill? Let's say that's max that. Max attack. And then let's go Glimmora. And let's go Earthquake on this thing. Earthquake. Does that kill? It says it does. It says it's a guaranteed kill. Which sucks. Because I can't lose this. But I don't have a switch in either. So I think we just gotta send it. I think we just gotta send it. But I do not think that's Scarf because it was slower than the Dragonite. So if Dragonite protects here, we may be in trouble. This may be bad. This may be where it ends finally. Dragonite protect. Dragonite flamethrower. Oh, we do eat that. And then we should go before the Diggersby. Diggersby's probably gonna Earthquake though, sadly. Kill that. Oh, that doesn't even come close to killing. You see the Earthquake. That does kill us. Yeah, I think this is the one, man. I wasn't ready for Diggersby out of everything. I wasn't ready for the Diggersby. Oh, and we're missing. At least we hit there. Please burn. I've never needed something to burn more in my life. Oh, and I didn't like Trick Room or nothing. Alright, so we gotta make a prediction here. What was their team? Their team is a bunch of fast stuff. So let's Trick Room and let's Sucker Punch Diggersby. I have to make a prediction here. It may be wrong. It is wrong. It is wrong. We're gonna see the flamethrower. Yeah, that's GG's. GG's. They finally ended it. They finally ended our streak. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. They got us. Special Dragonite and non-Scarf Diggersby. I was not ready for it. I brought a team that was too weak to Diggersby. Yeah, I brought three out of my 4 guys were weak to Diggersby. Like that just, I really underestimated Diggersby as a threat. But thank you so much for watching this showcase of another VGC Pokemon Champions team with some anti-meta with KOMMO-O. Definitely a fun guy to use even prior to this meta, but this meta is really shining a light on the boy, and I just love these random Pokemon like KOMMO-O, like Helios, that are having these lights shined on them. So we'll see what else we can end up cracking, what other codes we can crack with our next teams that we team build, and they're just gonna keep on coming, baby. Probably at least one video, one team showcase per week, so look out for those. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on those. And once again, as always, whether you comment, whether you like, you're just watching the video, it's greatly appreciated. It helps me out so much. I appreciate you guys more than you'll ever know. I'll see you in the next video. For now, this is Optima signing out. Peace.